Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Erongo Talk. It's Wednesday. My name is Leandrea Louw and I'll be your host for today. Now today we find ourselves at the Zest restaurant here inside the Dome, and like I always say, hashtag let's support local. Now in our program for today I'm going to bring you the latest news, the weather and tides, and our interview for today is with Raymond Spall, who is a small business owner right here from Swakopmund, who's going to talk to us about the Made in Namibia collection, as well as how important innovation is in a time like this. So don't go anywhere, let's go enjoy some coffee. And now it's time for your news, proudly brought to you from the Zest restaurant here in the Dome, Swakopmund. Now Wednesdays we focus a bit more on business and entrepreneurship. Now the Buy Local Grow Namibia campaign, which was officially set in motion 1 October 2020, continues to gain momentum. Now the campaign, which is set to run for the rest of this month, aims to encourage the consumption of Namibian products and services. It is a joint effort between the United Nations Namibia, Team Namibia, the Namibian Trade Forum, the Namibian newspaper, and Weatherman & Co. Now speaking at the launch, the Minister of Industrialization and Trade, Lucia Ipumbu, in a keynote address elaborated on the part local businesses play in underpinning the nation's economy, explaining the need to promote this timely, homegrown initiative. Now, the Buy Local Grow Namibia campaign will highlight the vital role of local businesses in our nation's economy recovery from the Covid-19 pandemic, Ipumbu said. Now, she appealed to every Namibian to support the campaign and help stimulate the economy. Now, it is precisely this collective call to action that the creative agency behind the campaign artwork, Weatherman & Co., sought to communicate. Now, according to a senior art director at Weatherman & Co., Vanessa Mengerson, after receiving the brief, the agency went about creating imagery for the campaign that elicit a feeling of togetherness. Now, following the example set by the organizing partners who joined forces to launch this movement, we wanted to inspire a shared purpose among Namibians. Now, being a Team Namibia member ourselves under our holding company, the Althaven List Group, we wanted to contribute to what we believe will be an impactful movement and do so by creating the artwork at no cost. Now, according to Mengerson, the look and feel of the campaign celebrates the Namibian identity and illustrates the collective power Namibians have in owning that identity. Now, therefore, the design components are aligned to the main objective of the campaign, namely encouraging growth at home through increased consumption of local goods and services. Now, using stylistic elements from the Namibian flag and the Team Namibian logo, we created the location tag as the central feature of the design because our location, our home, is at the heart of the campaign. Now, the two hands around the location tag depict two key messages. Now, firstly, it is in our hands to nurture and uplift our economy and country as a whole. And secondly, the only way we'll realize the progress is by taking hands and working together. Now, then there was coloring it in naturally with our Namibian colors, she explained. Now, the acting manager director of Weatherman & Co., Patricia Hoeksema, who represented Team Namibia as a board member at the campaign launch, expressed their admiration for the collaboration between the organizers and emphasized the need for the nation to come together in the support of the campaign. Now, she said that we all need to own and champion our local products and services. I couldn't agree more. Now, the Standard Bank Namibia and the Namibia Economist launched a series of online hashtag Grow Your Business talks to inspire business owners and provide them with guidance, monitoring and management training. Now, in a joint media statement, it was stated that the hashtag Grow Your Business talks create a marketplace of ideas for a national and international audience. Now, with the wave digitalization that is now forced upon business owners, the scenario has become even more complex and bewildering. In an attempt to provide SME owners with a viable, affordable business solution, we have decided to launch a series of interactive webinars on a monthly basis, specifically targeting small business owners. Now, the virtual exchange of ideas on running your business starts on Wednesday, 14 October and will continue monthly until August 2020, excluding December and January, the statement reads. Now, 14 October, that's today. Now, the goal of the hashtag Grow Your Business series is to inform and inspire entrepreneurship and encourage continued SME development to achieve financial success and independence. Now, the talks will be live streamed and all sessions will be available on the Economist Business Development website. That's the Economist Business Development website. At each talk, a business expert will cover a theme that SMEs routinely deal or struggle with topics ranging from how to register a business, how to effectively market your business, financial management to hiring for success, and so much more. Now, another exciting, which is not business related, happening that's happening here at the coast is the 2020 Desert Dash. Now, the 2020 edition of the Nedbank Desert Dash was officially launched yesterday in Windhoek. Now, known as the longest single-stage mountain bike race in the world, the Nedbank Desert Dash covers 373 kilometers on a mainly gravel road between Windhoek and Swakopmund, which must be completed in within 24 hours. Talk about no pressure. Now, this year the event kicks off on Friday, 11 December at the Grove Mall in Windhoek and ends at Saturday, the 12th of December at the Plaza Mees Shopping Mall in Swakopmund. Now, speaking at the launch, Nedbank Namibia Managing Director Martha Murorua emphasized the challenge to make any accurate predictions with organizing the Nedbank Desert Dash this year due to COVID-19. We could not say for a few weeks with absolute certainty that we will even have a 2020 edition of the Nedbank Desert Dash. However, this afternoon we are able to share some race updates with you. Initially, we did not have certainty the race will attract its usual numbers, but I can now share that we will have over 1,000 cyclists once more, Murorua stated. Now, the final submission of rider details were completed last week with just over 1,000 people entering for the race. Now, that includes 212 solo cyclists, of whom 18 are female, 126 two-person teams, and 134 four-person teams. Now, of the total number of entries, 35% are international riders. But you can read this and so much more on our website at www.erongo.com.na. Now, Wednesdays is all about entrepreneurship, and today here with me is Mr. Raymond Spall, who is a small business owner. How are you doing today, Mr. Spall?
Very well, thank you. Good weather.
Yes, exactly. It's not so cold, exactly. Now, Mr. Spall, please tell us about your business.
Raymond, or Ray, whatever is more comfortable. Yeah.
Please tell us about your business, Raymond.
Sure. It's not just my business. My wife and I run this business. It's called the Made in Namibia Collection. And I've been supplying the hospitality and tourism industry for many years with products, gifts, postcards, maps, things like that for almost 25 years.
Sure.
But 5 years ago, one of the things that we noticed was that tourists kept on asking for things made in Namibia.
Yes.
And there was very little. So 5 years ago, we were on a trip to Caprivi, and we took things with us which were made in Namibia, some jewelry, some fridge magnets, a whole range of things. So it was about 15 different items, and we sold everything.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. People just loved the idea of Namibian products. And we came back with a combi load of baskets from Kavango and Caprivi and things like that. So it was an amazing beginning to the whole Made in Namibia collection. And then we took that to, I supply Namibia Wildlife Resorts, we supply Gondwanas and things like that.
Yes.
And so therefore we took those and we sold it on. And that's how it started to grow.
Wow.
So from the wholesale side of it, which was the main, it is still the main business side, 2 years ago we had grown to about 65 products by then.
Sure.
And then we got this opportunity to open up the shop in Swakop.
Yes. And it's amazing.
Yeah, and we're sitting with more than 300 different items made in Namibia now.
I just took a walk through here.
It's crazy.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So tell me about the Made in Namibia collection. Are you and your wife artists at heart, or where did it come from?
Okay, at heart, I'm more the business side of things and more the entrepreneur. My wife is definitely an artist. She's also a seamstress as well. So yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, but obviously we cannot do it ourselves. We need artists. We need artisans. We need seamstresses. But being married to an artist, I also know that they're pretty much introverted people.
Yes, yes, definitely.
So to get their products out into the public is that step. That's me. I'm the bridge. So yeah, I'm an extrovert.
Yes.
And you know, being in the hospitality industry most of my life, it was really nice to be able to take the products, the talents, and then bring them to the market in the retail side of things.
Cool. And I'm taking a walk through here. I saw chips packets
Yeah.
that you've converted into little bags,
exactly.
like zip pockets. And that is so cool.
Can I introduce you to who does them?
Yes, please.
Maybe Tonita, she does the small ones, okay?
Yes.
But Volna, the lady around the corner, taught her to do this.
Wow.
Maybe Tonita, bring one of your little chip bags, please.
Please join us.
Come quickly.
Wow, that is so
exactly.
amazing.
So just bring one of those, yeah. So Volma taught her to do this. That's okay, Maybe Tonita, that's perfect. Come through, come have a look, come here. Maybe Tonita.
Come, stand here with me.
So now, Maybe Tonita is our shop assistant at the Made in Namibia collection. But she's got a little sideline business going as well, and we buy those from her and then resell them in the shop. So,
Wow.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And that's ultimately what we do with all the artists and seamstresses and things like that. Part of the project which my wife runs, because of quality, that's the
Yes.
most important part, because we understand the European quality side of things. She has quite a few ladies that they have their own machines, they're self-employed, they're little entrepreneurs,
Wow.
and she gives them the cut material, and they do them up. But yeah, maybe
is
Tonita,
amazing.
she does this by herself.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, maybe Tonita.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
No, that's just amazing. I would never think of a chips packet as a
Yes.
bag, you know?
And I've been using mine for 2 years in our car. And it's really the quality. That's the important part about it. You know, we need to make sure that when somebody takes something from Namibia and they take it home, they want to be proud of every time they use it.
Exactly.
It's got whether it's a bag which they're using, whether it's the body care products.
Exactly.
We've got body care products here.
Everything.
The quality,
anything.
natural, good
Yes.
quality. That is important to remember.
Wow, that's amazing. And with the COVID-19 pandemic, since you rely a lot on tourists, how has this pandemic affected your business?
Well, we've gone from literally a really nice business with lots of tourists down to zero. There were months where we didn't have one single sale, and it's crazy. I think we've only now started to resurface a little bit over the last few months, and this purely because what we've decided to do is, instead of waiting for tourists to come back, what are we going to do with Namibians for Namibians?
Yes.
And you were asking me earlier about innovation.
Exactly. Yes. How
And-
important is innovation?
Oh, more so now than ever. We need to become less reliant on the rest of the world for our products, particularly from South Africa and so forth. And the more Namibians can become innovative, and they are, believe me,
Yes, definitely.
the better. And I think this has been a wake-up. This has been not just for us Namibians around the world, but particularly for us Namibians, that we can and we have to stand up and do things for ourselves.
Definitely.
And so therefore, this is the perfect time to be innovative. And so what we've now started to do with the Made in Namibia collection is look at products which the locals will want.
Yes. Okay.
And over and above doing a whole range of different masks here in Swakopmund for all occasions, and the buffs and things like that, we've looked at ceramics, we've looked at cycle apparel, T-shirts, clothing, crochet tops, bras.
Yeah.
So what we're doing now is we're actually opening up a new shop.
That's amazing.
In the middle of this recession.
Wow, that's amazing.
Scary.
No, but it's amazing.
It is. I'm really excited about this.
And will it also be in Swakopmund?
It will. It's actually together with Woman Properties in Ankerplatz, right adjacent to Ice and Spice, where one of the nicest ice creams are in town. We've negotiated a 116 square meter property, beautiful location.
Yes.
And Beaumont Brock have come to the party as well. They love the concept and the idea. And so for November, December, and January, we will have a fully fledged shop, concept store, focusing on Namibian products for Namibians.
Wow, that's cool.
And it's amazing. I've sent out agreements and terms and negotiations with more than 50 different suppliers and artists and artisans and manufacturers to bring their products in. It's amazing what has happened over the last 6 months in Namibia. And I love that. So we can bring that not just online but into a retail shop, because people still want to see the products.
Exactly.
You know, yes, I find things will
happen.
happen.
It's not the same on Facebook,
No,
on Twitter, on social media. You want to see it and
especially
feel
not in
it.
Africa.
Yes.
You know, I mean, in Europe, I understand.
Yes.
You can't just go into a shop and have a look. But here, you want to look.
Yeah.
So this shop, people can come inside and have a look and see and walk out with something, whether it's for Ma or Pa or
Yes,
Opa or somebody.
whoever.
Yeah,
That's
there will be
amazing.
something.
So will this one move, or
No, not
is
at
it
all.
okay?
No.
So it's two
Yeah,
shops.
absolutely.
Wow, that's amazing. You hear that? So where do you see the Made in Namibia collection going forward the next 5 years?
Wow. Sure. Well, what I do see is it is establishing itself.
Yes.
Absolutely. When we established this 2 years ago, right from the word go, from the day it opened up, it was successful. Because we had the tourists,
Yes.
and they will come back,
Yes. No, definitely.
big time.
Definitely.
But what I see happening over the next few months, next year, is this whole support local, buy local,
Yes.
is going to happen more and more. More and more people want to keep it here locally. So I see this establishing itself not just in Swakopmund. There is the vision to go further afield in the country.
Yes.
But I definitely see it happening, establishing and making a difference in many Namibians' lives.
Ooh. Now you have it. It's not just negative, it's some positive news as well. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes, you know, during this time. Any last words from your side?
Yeah, there's a saying, you know, the word fear.
Yes.
It's an acronym.
Yes.
It's either, you can either run away from something, okay, fear it and then run, or you can face up to it and
just do it.
and do it.
Like
and
Nike
that's
says,
exactly,
just
yeah.
do it.
Exactly. So if anything, I'm going to face up to what's happening, the reality,
Yes.
and take it on.
Definitely. No, there you have it. Raymond Spall, a small business owner here in Swakopmund. If you haven't been to his shop, you can find it. Just look for the bargain corner. It's opposite Woermann and Brock. And then you will see it. Namibian flag right at the front. And you just take a walk through here, and it's just everything made in Namibian by Namibians.
Absolutely. So otherwise, look for the Made in Namibia collection. It's a collection of items made in Namibia.
Perfect. There you go. Thank you so much, Raymond.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And now for your tides and weather. Kicking off with the tides. Now low tide we had this morning at 21 minutes past 7. High tide will be at 1:45 this afternoon. Low tide will be again at 8 minutes to 8 tonight. And then high tide will be at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now for your temperatures, we had sunrise this morning in Walfish Bay at 6:30. Sunset will be at 7 minutes past 7. Now this is more or less the times for the sunrise and sunset in all the major towns of the Erongo region. Now a maximum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius is expected for today with a northwest wind. For tomorrow, a minimum of 19 a minimum of 15 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius is expected for tomorrow. Now for Swakopmund, a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius for today with a northwesterly wind. For tomorrow, a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius. For Henties Bay, a maximum temperature of 18 degrees Celsius is expected for today with a northwesterly wind. And then for tomorrow, a minimum of 15 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius. Now moving inland to Arandas, a maximum temperature of 35 degrees Celsius is expected for today with a northwesterly wind. For tomorrow, a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius. For Usakos, maximum temperature for today is 40 degrees Celsius, so it's quite hot, with an easterly wind. And then for tomorrow, a minimum of 18 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 40 degrees Celsius. For Karibab, also a very hot 38 degrees Celsius, with a northeasterly wind. For tomorrow, a minimum of 19 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 38 degrees Celsius. And then finally for Omaruru, a maximum temperature of 38 degrees Celsius with a northeasterly wind. And then for tomorrow, a minimum of 19 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 38 degrees Celsius. Now that's your weather and tides for today and tomorrow.
My brother, and today we're going to show you a bit of self-defense moves. Okay. So if you're walking the park and someone grabs your wrist, look, there's one finger, there's four fingers, the one finger is bigger than the four. There's no power there, look. So I turn my wrist to escape there. Look, my wrist is up, escape by the thumb. If you use this on both hands and it's holding me tighter, I'm going to use my hip to come in. Help my hand to assist with this one, so I have more power. And then I'm going to use the momentum, and then we're hitting with my elbow. So this is going to look very fast.
That brings us to the end of today's episode of Erongo Talk. But please go check out our website at www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na for all the latest news happening here and around the region. Now, please follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram, or get into contact with us. Let us know what's happening in your town, or say hi to us, or for advertisement opportunities, you can let us know at 0111 7040. That's 0111 7040. Now, if you haven't answered the pop-up question, now is your time to do so, because you can win 1,000 Namibian dollars off on your next accommodation for your holiday. So how cool is that? But you have to be at the Namibian Tourism Expo, which is taking place from the 4th to the 7th of November in Windhoek. And also happening in November is our holiday supplement. So basically we tell you what's happening at the coast. We show you about all the businesses. So if you also want to get in contact for advertisements or whatever the case may be, let us know at 0111 7040. That's 0111 7040. So we'll be back again tomorrow. But I had a simply lovely time here at the Zest restaurant. So I'm going to enjoy some more coffee. So until tomorrow, bye.